Spacey are back with the Space Station podcast. You know, we took a little break, you know what I mean? Because my man's here, my co-host, Neko. He had to go through some things, you know what I mean? Want to speak on that a little bit.
I don't want to give out all my info.
Oh, yeah, don't give out all your info, but you know, you got to explain, like now.
Some household stuff, some household stuff, definitely. I've always dealt with insomnia, though. Insomnia?
Word, so you just wasn't being able to get sleep at night? And you know,
I was sleeping like once every 2 days.
Once every 2 days. And I only say that because, you know, people, they're expecting this now. We're growing an audience. People expect us to put out these episodes. They want to know what we're going through. So I feel like we got to become more transparent. We got to speak on not everything we go through in our personal life, but some of the stuff we can speak on. So
little stuff.
Yeah. So you've been going through some insomnia and shit?
Yeah.
Not being able to sleep. So what you been doing? So you've
been sewing.
Sewing, cutting and sewing?
I'm wearing some right now.
Or show off a leg real quick, you know what I mean? Just give an exclusive look to the pants and shit. You know what I mean? They ain't come like that. My boy, he cut and sew, and he makes shit himself.
Make shit better. Vintage Vigilante.
Vintage Vigilante?
Make shit better than what it was.
We can make that into a shop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
A couture shop, you know what I'm saying?
Start getting our own
Make
pieces.
one-of-one pieces.
Yeah, we definitely want to start some of that shit up. But, you know, my week has been pretty eventful. You know what I mean? I've been going through some things. Mainly like female troubles and bullshit. Had some bitch call my phone. I was at work snapping. I thought I really might have to shoot some bitch, bro. Like it's getting to that point.
Sounds crazy.
Yeah.
You was getting threats?
Not threats really, but it's just like when a female talks shit to you, and you know she's not all the way there in the mind, especially when she's angry. You don't know what she's capable of. So I thought she was plotting on me or something. I thought she was plotting on the crib or some shit. I told her, like, yo, if you continue this shit, I'm going to do whatever the fuck I can to protect myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it did come out to turn out to be like she was, you know what I mean? She snapped. She know she was wrong. And I told her that, you know what I mean? But that's the thing. Like, you gotta be careful about the people you bring around you. You gotta be careful about the information you do divulge to other people. Cause I really thought she was about to do some crazy shit. Cause when I mean this woman's crazy, I don't want to keep saying the B word too much. But when I say this girl is crazy,
comeback season.
Exactly. Like she's crazy as hell. Oh, comeback season. Yeah. Yo, that's funny because I've been listening to comeback season for like the past 2 weeks now, like back to back. I'd say that's one of my favorite Drake mixes.
Oh, hell yeah.
Probably not my favorite, but it's definitely up there. One of my favorite.
It's like
Drakes.
top 3, probably.
Yeah, definitely top 3. What's your favorite track off there? If you remember, I don't know.
I definitely gotta see the track list one more time.
Yeah, I'd say well, to be truthful, Man of the Year was the very first song that I got put on that was by Drake. You know what I mean? Cause take a sip of this water.
Yeah, man, what other songs were on?
My brother back in like 2008, cause we used to watch Degrassi like heavy, like we was waiting for new episodes to come out, all that on the end. So he told me, he's like, yo, you know Jimmy raps, right? And I was like, what's your J? He rap? And he's like, yeah, his rap name Drake, he be with Lil Wayne and shit. Know what I mean? So he opened the Windows Media Player, the little throwback shit, before we had all the Apple Music and the streaming services. Opened up the Windows Media Player, he put on Man of the Year. And since then, I was a Drake fan. Over 10 years now. So I could say, even before 10 years. Well, yeah, over 10 years, but even before he was rapping, I've been a fan of Drake. So
yeah,
I'll say I like, yeah.
You know what I was thinking about? Who I've been a fan of for probably over 10 years too?
Oh.
J. Cole. And he kind of came out around the same time.
He did. You could probably speak to it a little bit more because I'm not too much of a J. Cole fan. So like,
I forgot exactly what year his first album came out.
I think that was the Friday Night Lights shit.
Because remember, his first hit was like with Trey Songz.
What song was that?
They can't get enough shit.
I think I do remember that.
That was like one of the first big Jones.
And you know what's funny about that? When Drake was getting on, he was with Trey Songz.
That's what I'm saying.
He had a lot of Trey Songz. Like that's
there's a video of Drake going with J. Cole to buy his albums.
Oh, word?
Yeah, but this was like when they was young boys, you feel me?
Yeah. No facial hair, shorter hair. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's the thing. Like Drake and Trey Songz, they have a lot of underrated collabs together. Like a lot. And I like there's a lot of
I've been wondering. Yeah, I've been wondering what happened to Trey Songz.
He's still relevant. Now, I mean, the last thing that I heard about him in the news was like it was a rumor that he was dating Meg Thee Stallion because they was pictured together, being all flirtatious and stuff like that. But other than that, I think he's just been chilling. Now, I mean, like a lot of these vets now, they're doing behind the scenes work now. They don't have to be in the forefront anymore, which is pretty cool. Like I'm glad to see that. They're still around, but they don't necessarily have to be in the spotlight. They're giving the spotlight to their younger peers.
I seen that the Lovers and Friends concert
Ooh.
That they was having.
Man, if I could see that lineup again, Twisted, right? Snoop Dogg, Lil' Kim.
I was like,
SZA, I think Ja Rule was on there. That shit's gonna be lit.
That's gonna be fire.
And that's my birthday weekend too.
Oh.
So I got options. I got Rolling Loud, which is in Miami. The Lovers and Friends showcase. I guess it's like a day festival. That's on the 9th, the day after my birthday. And then I just been planning to go to New York just to hang out in New York for a weekend like I usually do. Just to get out of the city just get out of
worst
town.
Comes to worst.
Yeah, if worst comes to worst, you know what I mean? But it is my Kobe year, my Mamba year. I have to turn up. So I'm definitely planning on doing something big this year for my 24th. So hopefully one of these things can happen. But I definitely don't mind just in New York. Like that is something I love to do. Like just being in the city, bro. I gotta bring you out there.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man. I don't really be doing too much. I just be on my tours shit, to be honest. Unless I live with one of my peoples from out there. Other than that, I just be going out there enjoying the sights that I've seen a million times. Love walking through Times Square, smoking my weed now because you know you can smoke out there now without a problem.
Bro?
Look, I can't say without a problem, but you have to be cautious. You need lighter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So you gotta be cautious?
Yeah, so like pretty much from what I heard, like the law out there is decriminalized pretty much. So like the most like, how can I put it? You could walk out there with a little less than an ounce. Now, I mean, the most you'll get is like a little ticket or something. But you like cops can't arrest you just for smoking weed out there. Cops can't arrest you for having weed on you. Know what I mean?
But you can still get a ticket.
Yeah, you still get a ticket. And depending on the cop's mood that day, if you're somebody from out of town like me, you're going out there to smoke weed and indulge and enjoy yourself, they might lock you up for the weekend. You might get a little bit more than just a ticket. You know what I mean? So that's why I mean by be careful if you're out in New York City and you don't have a New York ID. Be careful out there smoking. You know what I mean? You don't want to get caught up. You know the legal system out there is crazy. You know how they treat people from out of town. So that's definitely something to be wary of. And speaking of New York, you know what I mean? You just want to say rest in peace to Pop Smoke, a very, very, very unfortunate passing. That's the thing now too. I want to stray away from using words like dying, die, and death. I just want to say transition now.
Transitioning.
Passing, because it just bothers me when people make these transitions now, because it's just Pop Smoke was only 20 years old. My little brother is 4 days older than him. Pop Smoke was born July 20th, 1999. My brother is 16th, 99.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought he was older than me.
Looking at him right when he first came on the scene. So like just to begin with that, like when Pop Smoke first came out with the Welcome to the Party, I wasn't really too. It was a catchy song. I mean the chorus, of course, Welcome to the Party. I'ma die, get me lit. It was kind of catchy, but I wasn't really, because I didn't really fuck with New York drill too much. But then when I had took my New York trip back in September, right before I did the episode of Robot, y'all can go check that out. Space Station Podcast. I think that's episode 20 something. But it's with Robot, 6 a.m. in New York, 6 p.m. in New York, rather.
Yeah.
Before that, he put me on to the Dior track. And before, like, as the song was beginning, he told me, like, this nigga's the new 50 Cent. And for some reason, I like that. I was like, yo, as the song went on, I was like, yo, I feel what you meant by that. Like, yo, this nigga here,
It's like the song 50 came out with Up in the Club.
Exactly. Like,
club,
he had that energy, he had that gangster, he had that unique voice that captivated you when you listened to it. It made you want to listen more to the shit that he was putting out. So, like, well, most artists, they grow on me. And he was definitely one of the newer artists that grew on me and actually grew to like. So to see that such a young and up and coming artist with such a great buzz around him and such a great following, to see that he's no longer here, that's just devastating to me. So like for you, like, when was the first time you got introduced to Pop, and how did you begin to like his shit?
I can't remember exactly the first time. His song just started buzzing, obviously.
Yeah.
And that's how I heard of him.
And then
Fabio came up with the Big Drip.
That's the thing for me, like, for the past couple of years in the music industry, you see, it was like the Bloods, there's a
lot of people blowing up out of nowhere.
A lot of people popping up out of nowhere. But even prior to like all the SoundCloud era and stuff like that, damn, my lighter just ran out. Ain't that a bitch? I keep lit so out. But prior to the SoundCloud era, I'd say like just in general, rappers were becoming blood or turning blood.
Oh, the cryptification now, right?
Yeah, it's like that's a nice word. Cryptification of the music game. A lot of the Crips.
Since the passing of Nick and the falling of 6ix9ine, it kind of been a rise of the Crips.
Yeah, like even prior to Nick's passing, like you seen Blueface start to come up. You seen Gunna his buzz starting to rise.
Yeah.
Black Boy JB and others. You know what I mean? So like it's been happening. The Crips, they've been bubbling
slowly, yeah.
And just me being me, like I've gravitated more towards that side of the spectrum, just because growing up my favorite color was blue. You know what I mean? People said I look like Snoop growing up, look like Wiz and all that. So like I just a lot of my friends was Crip too. I did have blood friends, but I just gravitated more towards the seaside. You know what I mean? So like that's one thing I like. I appreciated the Crips actually stepping up and making a name for themselves in this new age rap where the Bloods was taking over, and they did take over. So it's good to see a change of pace. But the thing that sticks in my mind about this whole thing is that he was 20 years old. Just when I see his birth date to the time of his passing, just to see 1999 and we in 2020, we just hit the new millennium damn near. Pretty much. So that's just the eeriest thing to me. And then like when I discovered that he did pass, I was at work and that shit literally I stopped everything I was doing. I told my manager, like, yo, I gotta sit down for a minute. Like I gotta get my head right.
I woke up to that.
You woke up? Yeah, because you're like late bloomer, so like
I woke up and it was just like all over.
Yeah, like I was scrolling through Facebook and I seen this girl share an article, and I'm like, nah, because there's a lot of celebrity hoaxes right now. We're going to get into that a little bit, but there's been over the years celebrity hoaxes, so I thought this was another one. But this was another tragic death that turned out to be true, and TMZ did that shit again, putting out a black celebrity's death before the family was ever even notified. Like, that's one thing I want to stray away from when it comes to Space Network Media. like, of course, because I'm not yet an insider in those circles. So I'm not, so like, I have to look at other sources to get my information. But just to know that they did this with Michael Jackson's death. I think Nipsey's was pretty public. He was just opening up his store, so I'm thinking he did that with him. Kobe, and now Pop. Like, I just want to straight. I don't want to be the guy that's fighting just to be like, oh yeah, I'm the first nigga that had an article out. When it comes to certain shit, yes, but I don't want to be the first to report on a celebrity breakup or a celebrity affair scandal or something like that, or when a celebrity's going through legal troubles, or when a celebrity passes away. I'm not the guy that wants to be the first one to put that out there. And if I was able to contact a family member, I would definitely do that before I even write anything about somebody passing away that had some fame attached to their name. You know what I mean? So just to know that blogs and other news companies do this, I just want to stray away from that ideology of being the first one to report on tragedies. Now, I mean, I want to be able to, what I want to put out first, so I want to put out the positive stuff. When a rapper puts out a new song or a new track, or they're working on a new project, or an entertainer or entrepreneur is working on something new, that's what I want to put out there first. I don't want to be the first guy to say somebody died or somebody got shot.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know. Because TMZ, that's Cali.
It's California.
I don't know what's going on over there. I don't know how they even get this news so early.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, that's why I'm just...
Like, bro, I think they really got paparazzi posted walking around ready just to report on anything. And I need that type of staff with that kind of work ethic, but not for those kind of situations.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, just to know that this is something they've been doing for years. It's nasty. It's disgusting. TMZ, you gotta at least do something to notify the families, or at least give public knowledge that you notify the families.
Yeah.
You know? 'Cause I don't want to find out that somebody I love, I gotta find out that something happened to them on Instagram, my nigga. That's a hell of a way to find out somebody passed away.
Hell yeah.
That's somebody's son. Pop spoke somebody's son, somebody's brother, somebody's loved one. People cared about him. He influenced people. And he had so much time ahead of him. Like, it was that's devastating just to hear that, just to see a career cut so short.
Hell yeah.
I just listened to Meet the Woo Part 2. I could see why it was gaining the numbers that it was. I enjoyed it. I could see the progression, the change in his sound from just the pure New York drill. He was expanding into making songs for the ladies. He was expanding into utilizing the auto-tune more. You know what I'm saying? So it just sucks.
Yeah.
It really sucks. You back. So, as I was saying, R.I.P. Pop Smoke. Just to see the admiration that the rap game had for him. 50 had some words for him. He said he saw himself in Pop, which I know a lot of us did.
Definitely.
Ludacris said he was interested in seeing his growth. And then there were some things that were a little questionable. Blueface, I don't know what it is with him, but it's like anytime a rapper dies and it happens to be Crip rappers, he has some like slick shit to say. And not that it was completely that way to me. I did understand what he was saying. Not every thing that glitters is gold, which is 100% true. LA, I would expect people to be snakes. 100% true. But as one of his peers, not saying that you knew immediately that he moved out there or whatever the case may be, but as a rapper, if that's how you think, and he's part of your gang, Crip, if y'all Crip, maybe not the same set, but the overall branch is Crip.
Yeah.
Just how I would think, I would expect one of the natives to put me on. Blueface was saying that dude should ask around, but being a 20-year-old kid, that lived in Brooklyn, Canarsie your whole life. You think in California, you think that's like heaven. I wouldn't expect a 20-year-old to ask too many questions about the area besides like how to get somewhere or directions and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But just how I would think somebody that is a native that has fame would have the sense to talk to a newcomer in the game. And they both newcomers, but Blueface's career has started before.
Yeah.
I would expect him to actually give him some guidance. Pop Smoke to give Pop Smoke guidance to navigate in California. That's just my thought. Nah, I mean, I just don't see why every time somebody passes away, he just has some. It just rubs you the wrong way. Not that it's necessarily negative, because what he said wasn't really negative. He said a rest in peace, Pop Smoke. Posted a picture, and I did love that. But I think he could choose his words better. He could definitely articulate himself much better, and actually give respect to the niggas that's part of your gang. Because for him to allow this shit, I'm not a gang member, so I don't understand gang culture, but just to know that if a Blood and a Rolling 60s was locked up in a cell together, and an 8 Tray Crip gets thrown in that same cell, the Blood is likely to link up with one of the Trays than he is 60s. And that's just something I don't understand, because Trays and 60s both Crip. But that's gang culture, and I'm not a gang member, so I will not continue to speak on it. I just hope gangs do better. You know what I'm saying? That's all I hope for. But rest in peace to Pop Smoke. Condolences to his family and friends and loved ones and all the fans. Brooklyn, hold your head. In other news, now I'm going to try to be as sensitive as possible to this topic, but apparently there's a little boy named Quaden on the internet, and apparently he was getting bullied, and we do not condone bullying unless a motherfucker needs a lesson taught to him. Know what I mean? Because sometimes bullies need to be bullied, or assholes need to get bullied and need to be taught a lesson. But apparently Quaden, 9 years old, has been getting bullied. And his mother recorded a breakdown that he had and posted it. And this boy, he got a plethora of support from people around the world, celebrities and randoms alike. But not too long after, maybe a day, couple hours or so, comes to find out that little Quaden is allegedly, an 8-year-old Instagram influencer. And the only part that's really alleged that he's 18. But Quaden is an Instagram influencer that flexes money and Yeezys and Dolce & Gabbana. Shit that we don't have. Shit, I wish I had Dior home and 3 pairs of Yeezys and a little toy Mercedes-Benz truck. Know what I mean? So, my whole thing with that is, one, yes, I don't condone bullying. Nobody should ever be getting bullied. But I'm not about to send money to motherfuckers that's already rich, and this is the problem. Like, how'd you feel about Lil Quaden?
I didn't want to feel much about him.
This little crumb snatcher, money snatcher. That's how I felt. You know what I mean? I didn't I didn't want to say publicly like, yo, I don't. And not even that, like, I can't say I didn't give a fuck, because when I seen the video, it did, like, make me cringe. Like, who the fuck is just bullying a 9-year-old kids and shit? But I did have my thoughts that differed from the general opinion. Now, I mean, I was like, let this iron out just a little bit more. Come to find out, Lil Quaden be flexing.
Skinny.
He's from Australia, so he be flexing your little euros or whatever the Australian money is. Be throwing up gang signs, little. I don't want to, like, I'm not a gang member, so I'm not about to throw up anything. But he's throwing up shit and pictures. Just picture him sipping wine, and then in the video that was uploaded where he's having his breakdown, it's like a screenshot of him pointing to the camera like, "Gotcha, bitch. Gotcha." You know what I mean? There's a picture of him doing that. So for me, it's like clout is a disease, whether he's bullied or not. I don't believe anybody's parent should be recording their child having a breakdown.
Yeah, why are they recording in the first place?
Why are you recording it? Why are you posting it on the internet?
I don't know.
I'm sure there was other avenues for you to get that for you to get the message out there besides exploiting your child. You know what I'm saying? Whether he is 9 or 18.
And people really donated money.
Yeah, people really donated money. I would never, ever, I don't give a fuck. I'm sorry, Quaden, but I'm not giving you none of my hard-earned dollars. You got money. You probably got more money than my family does. Motherfucker. You got Dior on and fucking Yeezys and bullshit that niggas regularly don't have. And you want me to donate money to you because somebody called you short and ugly. I'm sorry. No. And you're not ugly. It's not like you can control what's going on with you. You shouldn't be bullied at all. Of course not. But I'm not giving you none of my money. Not at all. Not at all. Now to get off that. All-Star Weekend occurred. Did you pay attention to it at all?
I seen the dunk contest.
You seen the dunk contest?
Yeah.
Before you get into the dunk contest,
I don't know if I didn't get to see anything else. I seen the highlights for the celebrity game.
Celebrity game was okay. Yeah. Common did all right. Quavo, we know he's a baller. Stephen A. Mike, Wilbon were the respective coaches of their teams. I could definitely see Stephen A. getting a coaching job. Maybe I could see him being the coach. He said he'll play next year. Actually, as a player, I would like to see that. Celebrity game was okay. 3-point contest. That's one thing I paid attention to. Shout out to Buddy Hield for winning. I was going for Devin Booker, but Buddy Hield, he's one player that I do like watching. Wasn't too bad. The skills challenge was okay. I think Bam Adebayo of the Miami Heat won that one, which was cool. The dunk contest, though. So the finalists were Aaron Gordon and Derrick Jones Jr., pretty much. They had a couple other people in there that were that I can't name off top because I forgot, but that's because they're not too relevant. And what did you think of the overall ruling of the dunk contest? Did you enjoy it at all?
Yeah, it was a good dunk contest. It wasn't that bad.
It wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Definitely could have been more exciting, I feel like, overall, despite what we're about to speak on.
The judging.
The judging, yes. So, Derrick Jones Jr. ended up winning the dunk contest. Aaron Gordon, who's been in the dunk contest twice before, many people feel like he was snubbed.
Yeah.
And I feel as though, yes, he was snubbed.
Yeah.
A lot of Derrick Jones Jr.'s dunks were between the leg, spinning tomahawks.
They were good, but
They were good dunks.
Repetitive
in style. Aaron Gordon, he had the unique one-hand 360.
Yeah, that was
He
fine.
did dunks Derrick Jones Jr. was doing.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't remember all the theatrics off top, but after watching both of them, a lot of people said that Aaron Gordon won unanimously. I said it could be argued because Derrick Jones did do some shit. Even though it was repetitive, they were pretty impactful dunks that I could see why he got high scores. Were a lot of them 50s? No. But as far as the judging, I don't think you should have a guy, and yes, we're speaking on D Wade. You just retired last year. I don't think that have a guy that was down with the organization that one of the participants was in. I think it should have went different. It was definitely biased. It was definitely a bias there. Regardless, yeah, other people gave him 50s and all that. That could be argued, but D Wade, you know damn well that was your boy, and he played for the Heat. You played for the Heat, and you wanted to make sure one of your guys won. Bam Adebayo, he won the skills challenge, so you just wanted to make sure the Heat was winning all weekend. I could understand that. You know what I mean? If I played for the Lakers, and even the fan that I am, I do want the Lakers to win everything. But when it comes to shit like that, you need unbiased. That's keeping other exciting young talent away from the dunk contest now. Like a John Morant, Zion Williams, and others. Now they're saying that they won't participate. Aaron Gordon said he will no longer participate in the dunk contest. That's definitely going to affect the ratings of All-Star Weekend next year. Which, it sucks, but I feel him. You've been in it twice before. Zach LaVine definitely deserved the time he won. I don't know who won after that. But Aaron Gordon, out of the 3 times he was in it, he definitely should have won one of them, if not 2. So that was All-Star Weekend. Well, the All-Star Saturday night. The All-Star Game was pretty cool. I love the jersey representation for Kobe and Gianna. Common's little thing was dope, where he was rapping all the players' names and all that. It was a little extra, but it was cool. I enjoyed it. The format was a little weird. They, instead of playing 12-minute quarters like a regular game, they had 10-minute quarters to reach a set score at the end of the game, which was 157. Ice Cube has the big 3, and he said that the NBA needs to cut him a check because that's something that Ice Cube developed for his league, the 10-minute quarters to a set score. So this is like another instance of being a coach vulture, NBA. Not saying that it's good for the league. It is good for the league, but y'all gotta give credit to Ice Cube where it's due. Now I mean, y'all got that from the big 3. Cut him check something, or just give him credit. Just be like, we got this from the big 3. Shout out to the big 3. And to integrate some events together with the Big Three. You know what I mean? A lot of the stars of the Big Three came from the NBA. I think it'll be able to work out. Other than that, the Getty robbery. Good old Getty.
What took place?
So apparently the story with that is somebody went in there, tried to rob the joint, and shot one of the workers. I hope it's not bull. People know who I'm talking about when I'm saying the bull that everybody fucks with in the Getty. The dark-skinned dude in there. So, I mean, I feel bad for whoever got shot, but I definitely hope it wasn't him. Somebody went in there, tried to rob the joint, and shot one of the workers. First off, I don't think it was somebody that's from out here. Couldn't be. That store's like a hub in Allentown. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, everybody goes there. Everybody's been there at least. To buy wraps, buy your snacks, whatever. So for that to go down, and it's just like, damn, people, like, somebody just passed, like, for me, it's just like, damn, somebody just got shot and passed away. And then you gonna go, and somebody's gonna go out and shoot. Not saying that everybody's hip to what's going on in the world, but that shit, it made no sense to me. Like, when one tragic thing happens, people go out and commit another tragedy. But that person that committed that, they definitely couldn't have been from out here, because what the fuck? With that scene?
Oh no, I think this was a different one. This one the one I was telling you about
February 20th. Oh, we're gonna read this. An Allentown man faces robbery charge after trying to unsuccessfully rob a Union Boulevard pizza shop 2 days before bolting from a neighborhood grocery store with a soda and cigarettes. Allentown police charged Leo J. Morales of North 3rd Street with single counts of robbery, conspiracy, and theft in connection with 2 incidents last week in Center City. District Judge Patricia Engler arraigned 24-year-old Wednesday. Your phone locked. Sitting around our age, employee tried to rob the Domino's. Shortly before, 30 February 12th, R&R Grocery and Deli on North 2nd Street. So it's all pretty much in the same area. What the fuck is going on? No, it couldn't have been.
That's why I thought it was the same crime, but it wasn't.
No, it couldn't have been that dude, but it's all pretty much in the same neighborhood. Close quarters.
Right, that's super close.
Yeah, man, y'all bum ass niggas gotta do better.
That's super close with them.
Stop robbing the beloved neighborhood spots. Go to the neighborhood and cause ruckus and bullshit. Yeah, this right here. We're gonna read the article here.
They even got pictures.
Oh, they got pictures now. They updated. Pictures. Hey, I don't know.
Throw them clothes away. You're throw them clothes
away. From looking at it now, it look like they might have. It might be from here, but niggas is not gonna let that slide. I'll let you know that right now. Too many people fuck with that area. Too many people fuck with them people that work in there.
They got 5 pictures.
We're not going to incriminate nobody, you know what I mean, because we're not into that business. But street justice will prevail either way. You know what I mean? So that shit's not going to go unresolved. You know what I mean? Condolences to the man or the persons that got shot. What does it say here? J.P. Mark. Yeah, 8:30 last night. Yep. This same article, not life-threatening. He's going to be okay, apparently. Hopefully he is. And we're hoping just for a speedy recovery. Other than that, event at the Alternative Art Gallery tonight. Hosted by Griffin. Yeah. Shout out to Griffin and Quentin. They'll be hosting the event. Performances by Will Steeslot, Liz Ross, RJ the Guru, Running to Utopia, and many more. Running to Utopia should be pulling out to the Space Station podcast pretty soon. Big Cooper G still pulling up, still waiting on him, and many more guests. So, if we're not doing anything tonight, Alternative Art Gallery on North 4th Street. Make sure you pull up, $10 entry. This video will be uploaded by the time that shit starts. So hopefully it's a good event. I know I'll be showing up, be doing Space Invader TV. So that'll be coming either by tomorrow or Monday. What else is going on? Shout out to Soulja Boy, he's back. Not to get too off topic. Will Steves, Running to Utopia, RJ the Guru, and Liz Ross have dropped a new track, Evergreens. It's now on SoundCloud. It might be on Apple Music. I don't want to say Australian platform to be wrong. But go check out that new track. And that's pretty much all we got for this week. You know what I mean? I'm definitely glad you're able to get some rest. You know what I mean? We're back now. You know what I mean? Hopefully we don't have to take too many other breaks. Stay consistent like we've been trying to be. Definitely more upgrades coming through. Definitely expanding the network. Definitely getting our followers and our viewership and our listenership up there. And I want to thank all of y'all for that. 2 weeks ago's episode, my cousin Dennis of the Good Guy brand did very well. Thank you all for that. And yeah, man. Shout out to everybody in the valley. Shout out to everybody that's doing something, period, in the world. Shout out to everybody that's doing something positive and putting out good energy. That's what we need nowadays. A lot of bullshit's been going on. Before you head out of here, rest in peace to Pop Smoke. Rest in peace to Kobe Bryant and Gianna Bryant and the victims of the horrific helicopter crash that happened last month. Rest in peace to Juice WRLD. Rest in peace to all the young fallen kings and queens that we lost through the years. You know what I mean? And, stay positive out there. This has been Space Station Podcast with your host Lamar Spacely and Neko, and we out of here.